Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to have a lesson video about factorial notation. So the factorial notation, when I was teaching this one with people with advancement in math, we call it this numbers with feelings because it uses the exclamation point, or we call it n factorial. So we read this one as n factorial. So the n factorial states that you have now from that number going down, you multiplied it until 1. So when we solve this one, so for example, I have here an example, so we're going to use now scholar of 10. So we read this one as 4 factorial. And when we read that as 4 factorial, when we expand the factorial, it means that it would go down to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So solving that, we have now 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 4 times 3, that's 12, times 2, that's 24. So when we say 4 factorial, the value of that is 24. Another one. So when we read 5 factorial, it would be 5 multiplied by 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So since operations are binary, so 5 times 4, that's 20, times 3, that would be 60. 60 times 2, that's 120. So here's the challenge. How about if you have now 0 factorial? 0 factorial means 1. And that is now a rule. If I'm going to explain it here, it would be long. However, that's a principle, or that would be a law that 0 factorial means 1. Okay? So, let's have another concept related to factorial. So, it is factorial with operations. So, let's try to answer number 1. Number 1, it is 3 factorial plus 4 factorial. So, when we operate that, it means that you need to have 3 times 2 times 1 plus 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, multiplying that, that would be 6. That would be 24. So, 6 plus 24, that would be 30. So, that is now the answer of 3 factorial plus 4 factorial. Now, working on number 2, since there is subtraction, let's have this one. So, if I have now 5 factorial minus 2 factorial. So, 5 factorial means 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 minus 2 times 1. So, 20 times 3 will be 60 times 2, 120 minus 2. So, the answer is 118. So, let's go with number 3. In number 3, that will be different. So, we have now 2 factorial minus 4 factorial. So, expanding that, minus so solving that first, so you have now 2 minus 4 times 3, 12, 24, negative 22. Okay, we're good. I think let's go now with number 4. In number 4, you have now multiplication, 3 factorial times 2 factorial. So it's merely 3 times 2 times 1, and then 2 times 1. So we have now 6 times 2. So the answer is 12. For number 5, this is fun because it's division. You don't need to expand that totally. If you have 10 factorial over 7 factorial, let's have this 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial over 7 factorial. And we can cancel now 7 factorial. So I have now 10 times 9 times 8. So 10 times 9, 90 or 720. And that is now how you involve factorial with operation. I hope you learned something with this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.